Section 1. A Tear in Reality, written by Junji Ito. The sky ripped, not with thunder, not with lightning, it simply tore. Like old fabric weak and worn, from the gash static bled. It crackled and hissed, consuming the twilight sky. People stopped, eyes drawn upwards. An uneasiness settled over the city, a prickling dread. Something was coming. Then it emerged, a colossal form, wreathed in static. Buildings around it blurred, their edges flickering in and out of existence. This was breaking news. A being of pure chaotic energy. It had come to feed on fear, on uncertainty, on the very fabric of their world. The air crackled with static. It clung to everything, a second skin of pure energy. Buildings groaned, their structures warping under the strain. Glass shattered, not from force, but from the sheer impossibility of its existence in this distorted reality. People screamed, clutching their heads. Their minds, bombarded by the raw power of breaking news, began to fracture. The very flow of time seemed to stutter. Clocks spun wildly, their hands dancing to a chaotic rhythm. Traffic lights flickered between colors, creating a symphony of confusion and near misses. The city, once a bastion of order and routine, descended into a nightmarish carnival. A low rumble echoed from below. Not the familiar groan of the subway, but something deeper, angrier. Manhole covers clattered, thrown aside by an unseen force. Then from the depths of the city's bowels it emerged. The Boiled One. Its flesh was a patchwork of blistered red and raw pink, constantly bubbling and steaming. It moved with a lumbering gait, each step shaking the ground. Its eyes, two burning embers in the twilight, fixed on breaking news. A low growl rumbled from its throat, a sound of pure, unadulterated rage. The two titans met in the city square, a concrete arena for their apocalyptic battle. Breaking news, a whirlwind of static and distorted reality, towered over the Boiled One. Its form crackled with energy, every movement leaving a trail of glitching images and fractured sounds. The Boiled One, a hulking mass of pain and fury, roared its defiance. Steam hissed against static, the air thick with the stench of ozone and burnt flesh. The very ground beneath them buckled under the weight of their confrontation. Buildings swayed precariously, their foundations groaning in protest. This was a battle that would reshape the city, if not the world. Section 5, a god of static, breaking news attacked. It moved with impossible speed, a blur of static and distorted limbs. Buildings crumbled around it, their forms dissolving into static as it passed. The Boiled One, slow but relentless, could only roar in defiance. It swung its massive fists, each blow leaving a trail of scalding steam and chunks of molten flesh. The air crackled and popped with every near miss. The very reality around them seemed to warp and twist, a reflection of breaking news's chaotic power. People, those unfortunate enough to be caught in the crossfire, were either vaporized by the heat or driven mad by the static. Section 6. The Boiling Heart. The Boiled One roared in pain. Its flesh, already a canvas of agony, bubbled and hissed under the onslaught. But there was something else in that roar, a deep, pulsating anger. A rage that burned hotter than any fire. The Boiled One was not just a creature of flesh and bone, it was a vessel of pure, unadulterated fury. It charged, ignoring the pain, ignoring the static that tore at its being. It slammed into breaking news with the force of a runaway train. The impact sent shockwaves through the city, toppling buildings and sending people flying. The two titans grappled, a chaotic tangle of static and steam. Section 7. A desperate gambit. Breaking news, momentarily stunned by the unexpected assault, faltered. The Boiled One, seizing the opportunity, slammed its fist into the creature's chest. A sickening crunch echoed through the nightmarish landscape. Breaking news howled, a sound that ripped at the very fabric of reality. But the Boiled One's attack was no ordinary blow. It had driven a piece of itself, a fragment of its boiling heart, deep into breaking news's core. A core that pulsed with stolen energy, with fear and uncertainty. The seed of fury had been planted. Section 8. The city gasps. The battle ended as abruptly as it began. Breaking news, its form flickering erratically, retreated into the tear in the sky. The gash, in reality, sealed shut, leaving behind a city scarred and broken. The air, still thick with static, and the stench of burnt flesh crackled with residual energy. A stunned silence fell over the cityscape. People emerged from their hiding places, blinking in the eerie silence. The world felt wrong, somehow. The familiar rhythm of the city, disrupted by the battle, had yet to return. Section 9, a seed of fury. But deep within the void, within the very essence of breaking news, something stirred. The fragment of the boiled one's heart, pulsating with rage and fury, began to corrupt the stolen energy that sustained the creature. It was a slow, insidious process, but it was inevitable. The next time breaking news returned, it would not be as a bringer of static and chaos. It would be something far worse. Something fueled by a rage that burned hotter than any star. The city had survived this encounter, but the true horror had only just begun.